she said. I got my hands up, shaking just to let you know that you've got a higher power. Got me singing every second.
Hey guys, welcome to the 5th ACDC of 2025. I'm bringing you into the newest piece of Sadler and Ryan orthodontics in here. I just finished up this trim right here. Want to give a big shout out to a couple husbands that have helped in this project. Haley's husband and Amy's husband and Jessica's husband have all been a part of this, as well as my husband doing some trim today. I think sometimes, things take a while to happen around here, but, when you put a little, I balked on this for a while, but, and we take your guys' communication to heart. We listen to you guys. And by the way, this is a one-way communication right here on ACDC. But, and a couple times in those reviews, we talked about communication with each one of you, and a couple people said, hey, what's one of your frustrations? And that's communication. Well, we know good and well communication in this office is very difficult because of the unique circumstances. However, communication's two ways, guys, and you don't have two bosses that would listen to you more than the two of us. Stu and I will listen to you. We're not going to always follow your lead. Quite frankly, there's some things where you guys have brought some stuff to our attention, and I balked on this project for a long time, but I think this thing's going to end up being great. And there's some other things that are probably even more important to patient care, like lab and all kinds of stuff that we want you to keep communicating with us. And I think that those reviews made it very evident to both of us that continuing that two-way communication, you guys communicating with us. And so if one of your frustrations is communication, then I want you to be a part of the solution, right? I mean, obviously this ACDC thing came out of many frustrations I've had with not being able to communicate with everybody all at one time. And it's hard to get a lot out in the text in GroupMe. So, this is something that, you guys need to kind of keep helping us with. So I want to give a big shout out to some husbands that helped me out. Finished up a couple things today. We'll get that trim on. Jessica's husband may help me with that. And I'm going to get the candy dispensers. We're going to put some cool lights up there. And I think, it eventually came around. And, just like a lot of things in here, sometimes it doesn't move as fast as any of us want to. I could go off on that for 20 minutes. But things don't move as fast as any of us want to. Speaking of that, we're finally getting this website to there, and we're probably going to finally see some positive improvements in payroll. So stuff never happens as fast as we want to. We get frustrated with it, but we're still doing a pretty good job. We do have a couple new employees that I think are going to add. We've already moved on Jennifer, right? And Jennifer started a week or so ago, 2 weeks. We're going to hire a second person too. We're still trying to nail down exactly how we're going to go through that, because we had 3 really good final interviews, and the other 2 we want to hire both of them, but we don't really have enough spots for that right now. But anyways, that'll be coming. Probably one of my biggest things to communicate today. The coming week is a 5-day week for me. Stu's on vacation. I'll be working Monday through Friday. I'm going to be exhausted. Quite frankly, some of you guys have asked me about my treatment. It's over, but it's not over. And I just don't have energy. I don't have the same attitude towards a lot of things right now. But so hang with me this week because I'm going to be tired. But as we move into the week, I want to try to get as much done as we can. I mean, we're moving forward with stuff with payroll, with the website, that I think are going to be really great things. Obviously, since the last one, I think our social media presence is continuing to get better and better. Using your guys' creativity, everything, that we can to kind of, make something great and show off what we do here. So I just want each one of you guys to know how much Stu and I appreciate each one of you. I will say, speaking of two people, I love and appreciate Amy and Kay and I. We've had a lot of communication behind the scenes to try to get, as fast as this thing kind of finally changed and a total makeover. Our lab pretty much was the same for 20 years or so, and in the last year or two, it's taken a significant change. I think moving, times are changing and moving with the times, but at the same time, there's definitely a learning curve with that, and so as of today, Kay is continuing to do the 3D bands from Dynaflex and delivering them here. As Kay and I talked, it's been a rare occasion where she did not get her appliances here back in the day, and we're gonna continue. You guys are gonna have to communicate, right? But it might not be here the day before like you guys were really wanting it, right? But it'll be here for that patient. But you guys got to communicate with her, because if you guys aren't communicating back and forth, then yeah, it might not be here. But so that communication is going to be important. And as I said, we're gonna, as painful as it is to go through change, we're gonna try to make this work, and throughout the year, right? And for sure for the summer. So nothing's changing until September for sure. So we got to work through this. You guys are going to have to communicate on that. And as far as the retainers, I'm going to call them retainers now instead of Essex retainers, because they're not really Essex anymore, but they're clear retainers. Clear retainers are all being sent out. All of them are being sent out, except I think there is an occasional exception when somebody brings us a model in Fishers. We can make it on site, but even the Pontic retainers and the phase 1 retainers are all being sent out. And when there's occasions when we're going to make them in-house, we're going to have communication on that. Obviously, most of you know Alyssa's not with us anymore, but I will tell you, I mean, I love Alyssa. But it just wasn't working for her life right now. And back to, us wanting you to be the best moms you can be, it wasn't allowing her to be there. So she's not with our staff right now, and we'll see how life goes with that. Some of you guys are like, I didn't even know she was leaving. Well, I'm sorry. Communication is difficult, but she is gone temporarily and or indefinitely, and if life changes, we can bring her back on staff. There's a lot of things that she brought to the table. And anyways, I love you guys. We're going to have a great week. Dr. Stu's having a great vacation in Disney World. And anyways, Dr. Chuck out.
Oh yeah, you've got a higher power, and she really saw